Hey, and what is going on, everybody? It is Zero here, and Blizzcon, baby. Blizzcon, Blizzcon, Blizzcon. So we got a whole whack of 2.4.0 Diablo news today, and I'm super pumped. Coffee at 11 o'clock at night, always a good thing. So let's get right into it, guys. I want to talk about some of this stuff. That's not important. Talks about legacy, Diablo in general, blah 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 blah. The expansion patches post-release. What really made the game what they are? Yeah. A look back at patch 2.0, patch 2.4 introduced. Starting off, blah blah blah. New areas. Okay. So new areas: Eternal Woods, adjacent to the ruins of Sheshron, and the royal quarters, accessible from the other stairs of the orcs manor. Okay, interesting. So a couple of new areas, that's good. Which means we'll have more areas for doing bounties, which is excellent. So bounties will hopefully be a little less stale. There's a new larger zone, the Grey Hollow Island, accessible via Act V. Featuring 16 new monsters. New monster description, glowing death, blah blah blah. There are 175 new bounties split between acts 3, 4, and 5, some of which are based off new events and bounty grounds. Bounty grounds are accessible via a small portal that leads to one of 6 small worlds. Interesting. One of these features 6 cursed shrines, which you have to click. Another one features a lot of fallen shamans you need to kill, but there are a lot of fallen in the way. There are more timed events that require blah blah blah. New game systems are influenced by player feedback. 3 categories. The buff UI has a major point of feedback and is getting revamped. Thank God, because for those of you that are really only single player people, you probably haven't really noticed this, but for multiplayer people, especially when there's monks and witch doctors and barbarians running around, there's just so many buffs on the buff bar that you can't even see them all. So sometimes it's a little hard to keep track of whether, especially if for focus and restraint, sometimes can't even see if they're active or not, and you're just hoping. I hope that these are still active and I'm getting my timing right. Buffs that don't affect your moment-to-moment combat are being removed from the buff bar. Instead, permanent skills, example, monk mantras, get a golden border, activating a short-term skill places decreasing bar on top of them, displaying the duration. Ina's monk buffs are now placed in a buff holder that expands only over overmouse. Fantastic. Another important point of feedback was the gap between solo and group play. There should still be an incentive to group, since Diablo is first and foremost multiplayer. Monster health for smaller groups and solo players is being reduced. Thank God. Experience gear is being reduced by a factor of 10 to compensate. Monster XP is being increased across the board. Very good. Console features, some interesting little buffs that you'll get out of these things, but nothing too important regarding that. Empowered rifts allow you to spend gold to get a 4th bonus roll for gem upgrades if you finish it. That's very cool. Nice little gold sink there. The gold cost will scale with Griff level. Griff 50 will cost 50 million gold. Griff 75, 540 million gold. So definitely a gold sink. New cube recipe. Permanently upgrade an ancient item by sacrificing a legendary gem and a regular gem. It will add 5 of the corresponding main stat per rank of legendary gem that you used. That's interesting, you know. Be able to take the legendary gems and use them to get those perfect rolls. I mean, I could use that right now on my Helltooth Bears build, man, because that's really what I need. I just need like monumental or minimal upgrades. Like that would just be fantastic if I could do that right now, but I can't. Buffs, where were we? We're empowered rifts, New cube recipe. Damage numbers are now shortened with K, M, or B. That's good. Your highest damage numbers will now be displayed in orange and linger a little longer. Interesting. There will be an indicator for having cube legendary powers. That's good. Death Breath will get its own unique color. Because I guess people are having problems picking up Death Breaths. You can now compare follower items. New Monk Belt, new Barb Weapon, new Mojo. Vile Hive, Locust Swarm gains the effect of Pestilence Rune. Oh my god. That's awesome. Imagine using that with the Wormwood. Yeah. Put the Wormwood in the cube, or put this in the cube and use the Wormwood. Oh man, that's excellent. New Wiz item, Energy Twister, damage increase depending on the number of twisters you have out. Redesign Thorns of the Invoker set. Big deal there. Thorns of the Invoker is trash right now, guys. And it looks like it's a pretty decent overhaul to me. I guess it's obviously definitely a Crusader only set now. Redesigned Shadow Mantle, also a pretty bad one. And this looks actually really interesting. 2-piece, while equipped with a melee weapon, all damage is increased by 1000%. 4-piece, Shadow Power gains the effect of every rune and lasts forever. 6-piece, Impale damage deals an additional 40,000% weapon damage to the first enemy hit. So this is a melee Demon Hunter build set. That's super cool. That's what that is. That's for melee. Awesome. Redesign Legacy of Nightmare set. Good. Set dungeons are based around powers of 6-piece sets. So there's these new things called set dungeons. And when you complete a 6-piece set, you'll receive a clue as to where to enter the dungeon associated with that 6-piece set. And these dungeons are static. They're not randomly generated, and it'll be up to you to figure out what the best way to handle this dungeon is. And by completing the dungeon, you get special rewards. Where is it? If you finish, so there's going to be multiple objectives in these things, I guess. You can finish them multiple times and unlock multiple things. If you finish all the objectives for where is it? There are 24 of those dungeons, each with unique challenges. You get 2 regular objectives and a mastery objective to fulfill within a time limit. If you finish all the objectives for all set dungeons of a class, you earn a pennant. If you master all of them, you earn a set of wings, new wings, awesome. Season 5 will feature Rebirth. You can start over the season for the season. Okay, so this isn't really handled well. So what Rebirth, if I read correctly before, what Rebirth is it allows you to take a non-seasonal character and pull that one over into the new season. So all the gear on that character gets shipped over to your non-season through the mail. You don't get any of your Paragon points, and they start back at level 1, and it just allows you to not make a new character, basically. Season 4 will end in late December. There will be a short break between 4 and 5. Season 5 will be 3 months long. Expected length, we knew this already. Season journey, goals, and conquests will rotate through in future seasons. Future seasons will also feature new cosmetic rewards, portrait frames, pets, pennants, and Dario wings. Ooh, nice. Give me them bone wings, man. There will be no season-exclusive legendaries next season. Interesting. Each class will get 1 guaranteed class set, though, in the season. So that's super cool. Patch 2.4 will feature 50 new legendary items and 10 revised sets. Every season journey that you play will give you a new stash tab for up to 10 tabs, the first of which will be available right away, which you'll pay for in gold. Console players, screw you. Technical PTR on November 9th. Patch 2.4 will come to PTR later next week. Yes! I'm in. Q&A time, blah, 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 blah. The devs are happy with Romaldi's gift RNG, so am I. Using legendary gems to augment items multiple times will replace the previous upgrade. will replace the previous upgrade. Using a legendary gem to augment items multiple times will replace the previous upgrade. So what, you can only upgrade one time? You can only use a legendary gem on an item once to upgrade it? That doesn't seem right. You should be able to do it until you hit the cap, no? Interesting. So you're going to want to use a really high level legendary gem then to do it, to get the maximum potential out of it. Set dungeons have a fixed difficulty level and non-random layout. Yeah. Every set dungeon has 2 achievements associated with it so that you can track them. No plans for making fall or cannot die baseline. Cave layouts are hard to make worthwhile in Grifts. Damn right. So yeah, guys, that's what's going on with the patch. It's coming soon. It's coming to PTR next week. Later next week. So Friday, Saturday, probably. This is exciting stuff, man. Let me know what you guys think about the upcoming patch. Are you happy about everything that's been talked about? I'm pretty happy with everything. I'm super stoked that we're getting more stash space. I wish it was a little more. I wish they would just get around to giving us these microtransactions and let me buy stash space to my heart's content. But, you know, getting up to 10 tabs now will be fantastic. I'll be very happy with that. Everything's looking really good, guys. I'm really stoked. Really stoked for this patch. Let me know what you guys think. Is there anything that you think they haven't touched base on and that they really should have added or should be adding this coming patch? Let me know what you think of BlizzCon as a whole, I guess. I mean, let's talk about this, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment. Let's talk about this stuff, guys. Later.